On Vita's A32, back again. And who are you gonna call if you need a how to play video or a deck review? Other than yours truly, Vita's A32. Today, we're looking at how to play Ghostbusters, the card game, which is by Renegade Game Studios, who I have some other games that they've done that might already be on the channel. If not, they will be coming. And also Albino Dragon, which I've done a number of deck reviews on over the years, but nothing too recently. And this came out, I think it was a couple years ago. I know I never for sure. 2018. So yeah, it's been a few years. But pretty nice. And the packaging has some UV spot inks, which is cool. So what do you get? You get a score card pad. You get a reference card that tells you some of the stuff on the one side and tells you the turn structure on the other side, which is cool. But there's only one. It would have been nice if there was like one, at least 3 or 4 for all the players. This game is 2 to 5 players. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes and ages 8 up. There is a 2-player variant, but we won't be looking at that. Instead, I'll just do like a 3-player game. You get, as well, 48 of these ghost cards, which are going to lay out like a clock, and a ghost trap, which is up here. And you're going to put that at the top, at the 12 o'clock. And then you've got all these ghost cards, like I mentioned. There's different values on them. There's 1s, 2s, and there's 5s. There's also gear cards with PKA meters and proton packs and the suit that they wear, if I recall correctly. And on the ghost cards, you'll see they have different symbols. This one's a square. This one's a star. This one's a plus sign. And there's also squiggles, kind of right here, kind of referencing the cards used at the start of the first movie, the ESP cards. And you also get these Roman numerals on each card, 2, 4. This one's a 3. This one's a 5, 6. Those are classes of ghosts. Now, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be trapping ghosts and collecting them. And you're going to score points for having... First of all, you're going to score points based on the value on each card totals up. You're going to be scoring points for having the most of the plus symbols, or the stars, or the squiggles, or the squares. You get 3 points for having the most. If there's a tie, each person just gets 1 point. Whoever's tied. You're also going to get points for having sequences of 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 of these numbers in a row. So if I get, 2, 3, 4, I would get 1 point. If I get 5 as well, I would get 2 points. And so forth up until 10 points max. Gear cards. If I were to collect one of these gear cards, I'd get, it is 2 points. If I get 2 different ones, not 2 PK meters, but if I get 2 different ones, there's a jumpsuit as well. So if I were to get these 2, I would get 6 points. If I were to get these 2 plus a proton pack, I would get 12 points. If I were to get these 3 and then maybe this one as well, that would be a 12 plus another 2 points. And you can just keep getting more and more. Some of the ghost cards are worth 5 points. As you can see, like Gozer. The green ones have slime on them. If you collect these, if you end up with these, whoever has the most at the end of the game will lose points. Whoever has the most slime will lose 3 points. If there's a tie, then you're each going to lose 3 points. However, if you end up with a Slimer. As it says here, you're going to score 1 point for each ghost card with slime that you capture. So you get points instead of losing points. If you catch the Slimer, you also have the most slime cards. Then the next highest person, the most slime cards, will be penalized. That's a bit about the scoring. And this deck, so you get 48 of these ghost cards, and you get this deck, which is 57 action cards, and it features all the Ghostbusters, Stance, Venkman, Egon. There's also the Librarian, there's Winston, there's Gozer, and there's also Janine. And this card is actually a good one to say. It reverse the direction of play and then move the ghost trap as well. And most of these involve moving the ghost trap. This is the direction of play. You're going to be going clockwise. However, if you play a card like that Janine one, you flip this over and reverse the direction of the gameplay. So each person is going to get 3 cards. I'll just do 3 people instead of doing a 2-player variant. And I'll put this away. So that's basically what you get. You get the ghost cards, the action cards, the trap card, the direction card, and the reference card on the score pad. And it says here what you're going to be doing. When it's your turn, you get to take 2 actions. You can play 2 action cards from your hand. You can play one and discard another one if you don't like it, if it's not useful. Or you can just make 2 discards. At the end of your turn, you get to capture a ghost, whichever it's in front of, but only if you played at least 1 action card on your turn. Also, if it comes around to you on your turn and you have captured a ghost that has a star symbol on it, you can use that action. I believe you can only use it once. Like this one, it says move the ghost trap 1 to 3 cards clockwise. You can only do that after you've already captured it. So you're not going to be able to do it on your first turn. And then, after you've taken your actions and captured your ghost, you get to refill your hand back up to 3 cards. So we'll say I start, I don't believe it specifies who's the start player. I think that's just random. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting game where you're trying to hopefully capture different sets of cards based on symbols. You're trying to get the most points. You're trying to potentially avoid slime cards. Trying to capture sets of equipment, or gear, I should say. And you're also trying to create sequences with the Roman numerals. So let's see what I got here. They're all basically the same. I will just... Well, I'm going to play this one, move the ghost trap 2 cards counterclockwise. So, 1, 2. And then move it 1 clockwise. So, going back the correct direction. And I will capture this card. Then I move this clockwise to the next card, unless the direction's been reversed and you go the other way. But you're always going to move the trap to the next ghost, and then you refill your hand. Now this one does have an ability that I can use next time. You don't have to, but you can. So the person to the left here is going to go. This is a cool one, the library. Capture the top card of the ghost deck. Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the top card of the ghost deck and add that to my hand for free, basically. And let's just, that's counterclockwise. Okay, I'll do that one. Move the ghost trap 2 cards counterclockwise and capture the PKA meter. And we'll move this back here, I guess. And refill my hand. And this player is going to go. Now this one, I was going to swap positions of any 2 cards in the circle. This one, move it to any of that value, which there is no 5 value, so that one's pretty useless. So I'm going to discard that card because it's useless to me this round. And I'm going to play this one, swap the position of any 2 cards in the circle. I'm going to swap this one, and I'm going to capture the Slimer. Because why not? And then that's my turn. And back to this player. I apologize if this is cut off. Let's just move this. Wow, that's a counterclockwise. Well, I'm going to, again, move it to any 5 value. That's useless. That'd be good. If there was one that was 5 value, I would just play that as my second card and catch that ghost, but there isn't any, so I'm just going to discard that. And let's just move it 3 counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, and I will capture that floating seat. And then he's going to go move the trap 2 cards clockwise. 1, 2. And then 3 cards counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3. And you're just going to keep going around until all these ghost cards have been captured. And you're going to do 3 rounds like this. So let's just continue this round. This guy only got the Slimer so far. Did I accidentally skip him? I might have. Capture the top card of the ghost deck again. Why not? I should have had one more card. What did I do with that card? No, maybe not. And move it to any 1 value ghost in the circle. That's not doing a lot of good. Let's just go 2 clockwise. 1, 2, and we're going to capture the slime card. And that ends that turn. Back to this player. Let's go. Let's go 2 counterclockwise. 1, 2, and then another 1 counterclockwise to Ivor Sandor. And we'll capture him. We'll move this back here because you're always going to move it back in the direction of gameplay to the next available card. If this was reversed, of course, it'd go this way. But it's not because we haven't seen a Janine card yet. Oh, there's a Janine card. We'll see if we get to that. Move it 3 cards clockwise. 1, 2, 3. Why not? And another 2 clockwise. 1, 2. And he's going to unfortunately capture the blob. It is 2 points, but it's also a negative card. Oops. And then it's this guy's turn. Let's just do 1 clockwise. And then we'll move it to... Well, let me see here. I'm going to move it to this number 1 value because it's a 3. I'm going to capture that one and get 3, 4, 5. So that works out in my favor. And we'll draw some cards again. And now it's back to this player. Let's say we play this card. Reverse the direction of play and move the ghost trap 1 card in a new direction. So we'll do that. We reverse this card. We're now going this way. And we're moving over here. Now, as well, I do have this ability. So I can move the card if I want to. We'll see if I do that. We'll move it 1 counterclockwise, which is the direction we're going. And me see what I got here. It's a 2 and a 4. You know, I'm going to use this ability and move it this way and capture this card instead. Now we're back here. And the reason why I did that is because now I have 2, 3, 4. Actually, 2, 3, 4. As you'll see in a minute. And then I can draw back up, although it's not going to matter once because this round is almost over. Does he have any abilities? He does not. Now I'm going to play this one. It goes to capture a card that is adjacent to the ghost trap. It gets his PKA meter. And then it does not matter what he does because it's the last card, so he's just going to capture that. And that is the end of the first round. So you're going to do this 3 times. At the end, you're going to score points. So first, everyone's going to add up their scores. This one's got 2, 3, 4, 5 for this round. And this one's got 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. And then this guy has 5 as well. Everyone got 5. And we're just pretending we're at the end of the game here and everyone's added up their scores. So everyone's going to put in their base score, 5. Now, who has the most of the plus symbols? The answer is potentially nobody. This guy. So this guy's got 1. It's the most, so he's going to get 3 points. Who has the most stars? That would be me, so I would get 3 points. Most squiggles. I guess I had the most squiggles, so I get another 3 points. And then the most squares is this guy. He's got 3, so he's going to get 3 points for that. Then sequences. 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 in a row. Well, this guy has a sequence of... He does not have a sequence. This guy, though, has a sequence of 3, 4, 5, so he's going to get 1 point for that. And I also have 2, 3, 4, so I'm going to get a point for that. Gear. This guy has 2 PKA meter cards. He does not have a complete set, so he's going to get 2 and another 2 because it's not, because the 2 are the same. If he had this and this, then he would get these 6 points because he's got 2 in a set. But since he's just got 2 individual, he just gets 4 points. This guy's going to get 2. And who has the most slime? In this case, it's the guy with the Slimer card. So instead, this guy, the only other guy who has slime, is going to lose 3 points. And this guy, because he's got the Slimer, he's going to get 1 point for each ghost with slime that he's captured, so he gets an additional point for this card. Now, I'm not sure what this means necessarily. Modify any of your action cards by +1. I guess that'd be if you're going around and you're going counterclockwise too. You can make it 3 instead. That's the way I understand that. You didn't use that accent. You do not have to use the accents on those cards, but you can. And then that's it. You can do it 3 times. You're going to add up the score at the end, after you get done all 3 rounds, not after each round. But yeah, it's a pretty cool, straightforward game about set collecting. I like it. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. We'll see you next time. More thanks for watching. See ya.